Hey everyone, I'm Army Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a Monster Legends live stream comparison series. Today we are comparing two fire monsters, Shallinar and Kaih the Eradicator. Kind of a weird mix-up, right? Yeah, they're both fire monsters, but we have a non-VIP monster with a VIP monster. So I'm really looking forward to see what you guys are going to be saying as to who is the better monster. Once again, better can mean so many different things to so many people. To some people it means a better offense monster, to some people it means a better defense monster, to some people it means better overall, some people go by design, some people go by pure stats, by skills. There's so many different interpretations, so when you come up on live to give your opinion, whatever better means to you, just go ahead, defend your position. If your mind changes, go ahead and admit it, that's totally fine. If you want to be a part of the conversation, if you want to be a part of the comparison, make sure to join the Discord. There is a link in the description. And if you're a new time person joining for the first time, you're not going to be able to post anything for 10 minutes, but don't worry, after those 10 minutes you're going to be able to come on live and post your thoughts essentially. And the way you do that is you go to the voice channel, you go to either Shallinar is better or Kaih is better, whoever monster you think is better, and then after a while I will put you into the your next section. As you can see right now, as you can see right now with Huskell, he's in the your next section, so that lets him know that I'm gonna be bringing him up next, and that's the way it's done. If you're too shy, you're nervous, or you just don't feel like talking today, that's fine. There's also a link in the description to straw poll, and in that straw poll you can vote for whoever you think is better, whether Shallinar or Kaih the Eradicator. And the reason I have two different sections for the voice channel is because I might have two people talking to each other and then debating over who's better, or I might actually just do one-on-one, because right now we only have 3 people, and the only way this live stream works is if we have a lot of people. We can't just, you know, this is a stream for you guys to give your opinions. I've done analysis, I've talked a lot, but now it's time for you guys to give your thoughts to the whole Monster Legends community. So my only main rule is for you guys to respect whoever is talking. That is all. Like, people have different opinions, and yeah, that's my main biggest rule. If you come online to troll, I'll kick you out. You might get banned depending on the severity of what you do, so just don't troll. With that being said, I'll start by talking about the monsters, their stats, and then I'll start bringing people on. Actually, let me let Sonic know he's coming up too. Alright, so we have Shallinar, who has a power of 3,432, we have life 27,747, and we have speed 3,465 with the trait immune to stun. So that's Shallinar. Then we have Kaih the Eradicator. Kaih the Eradicator has power 3,663, one of the highest in the whole entire game, a life of 29,255, so roughly 1,500 more than Shallinar, and a speed of 3,399, so slightly lower than Shallinar by a couple, like 76, 67 points. And the trait is Bulwark. He is of course a VIP. All status effects have a 50% less accuracy against him. So let's start by bringing up Huskell Sonic, and we'll get this stream started. Huskell, you there? Alright, you're live. I'm gonna bring up Sonic and then you guys can debate. Alright, Sonic, are you there? Alright, you're live with Huskell, so you guys are gonna debate over whoever monster you think is better. So whichever one of you is ready first, go for it.
I'll go first.
You can go first because I'm still setting up.
Oh, okay. I have my stuff set up anyway, so okay. So I'm going to go for Shallinar in this one. Mainly because, even though they're both fire-based, Burning Corruption will allow Shallinar to get fire weakness, also known as sticky lava, to Kaih the Eradicator, and is able to destroy Kaih the Eradicator with a good fire-based damage, depending on what strength rings you put on him. Her, sorry.
Yeah, on her.
Yeah.
So that's one main thing I wanted to get out of the way. But otherwise, she has some pretty decent skills, especially with that Burning Corruption. Also, I found out in Skills Group 1. There is a 0 cooldown burn target, and I think that's actually kind of cool in my opinion. But there's a better one anyway.
Would you run it? Out of curiosity.
As if it were a low-level version, before I get to the better skills, I would, just for testing purposes.
Okay.
But I mean, even with like the fire weakness, it's still gonna deal like what, 55 damage.
It's just here
And
they
you-
upgraded. They upgraded it to 80.
Yeah,
well,
sticky lava makes fire attacks 80% stronger.
80% stronger. Yeah.
Including the fire weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning the book version of it. That is if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That is if any of you guys have Dartmouth's bodyguard, he has that.
Except Dartmouth's bodyguard has like the burning corruption before not the burning corruption, the sticky lava
Yeah.
before the damage, and then it gives you like a really high damage AoE. But this is not Dartmouth's
Also,
bodyguard.
I know. But if you use Inner Fire, Burning Corruption, and then Firestorm, you could basically destroy the target easily.
I think you have that backwards. It's Burning Corruption, then on the next turn, Inner Fire, Firestorm.
Yeah, thank you.
Huskell, you want to counter? Do you want to defend Kai, or do you want to say why Shallinar isn't that great? Oh, he's having mic problems right now. Alright, Sonic, continue with your argument.
I was going to go on to Kaih the Eradicator on his goods and bads as well.
Alright, go ahead. Huskell's having trouble, so go ahead, give your thoughts on Kai.
Alright. Kai is a VIP with bulk work. So he has that trade advantage. And he also has a good skill called Sunfire, which gives AoE ignition, which is
Hey, are you speaking my part?
instead of
Really?
15.
He's giving his thoughts on Kai. But now that Huskell's back, let's let him defend it, Kai.
Alright.
Yeah. If you can't tell already from my profile picture, I'm a pretty big fan of Kaih the Eradicator. Well, first off, his design is amazing, but that's not really important. What is important about him is his extremely high power of 3,663. If I'm not mistaken, that is the third highest power in the game.
No, it's the highest in the game.
No, I thought
Rador has
Rador,
more. Yeah.
Rador and Lucifer.
I thought those were just bugs.
He has 3,663 power, but he also has like an amazing 50 damage AoE to go along with his crazy power. He also has a 75 damage skill, special damage. He can apply ignition to everyone, which no monster is immune to besides the artifact monsters, which they lose 20% of their life for 2 turns. It's really great for adventure map.
And also, Huskleray was talking to me yesterday about Flamarion having burning, ignition, and bleeding in one skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, the AoE. I mean, Kai is kind of simple. He's easy to talk about, but he has an amazing power, and he has really high damage skills to back that up. And if you pair him up with, like, Demise or something like that, then he's going to take out the team.
Depending on what strength skills you put on. Depending on what strength skills and runes
Well,
you
yeah,
put on.
runes, yeah.
But overall, even though I don't have either of these, my overall vote is for Shallinar because of the
and by the way,
corruption.
the trade is a lot better on Kai.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like the next best thing to artifact, basically. He has a pretty good life for fire monsters. it's pretty tanky along, so if he gets hit by something, he won't die instantly. And his speed is good enough to actually be usable.
I was also going to say Shallinar's speed is faster than his.
It is 3,465 is really fast.
Yep, it's one of the faster ones in the game.
Yep.
Mm,
But you know that matters to an extent, considering they're both attackers.
It does. Definitely does.
But yeah, all right. Do you guys want to give closing remarks on each of your monsters? Let's go.
No.
No. All right then. Thank you both for being on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
Alright, so we have votes for both Shallinar and Kaih. Yeah, like I said, oh, welcome to the Alliance. Currently, there's not that many people on the live stream, so if you guys want to keep this going, if you want this to last a long time, make sure to join the live stream and give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think about who is better, Shallinar or Kaih the Eradicator. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, you're on live.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna do this solo. You're not gonna debate anyone, so just give me your thoughts. Who is better and why?
Oh, okay. Well, Shallinar is better, is my opinion. And, if you think Kaih, his best skill is probably Star Flare, at 50 fire damage. On all. Many would think, and because of his high power, it would deal a lot of damage on the enemies. But the keyword to Shallinar here is her double damage, because the Firestorm, even though it's a 30 AoE burn, pretty low, she still can get that initial double damage to get a 60 AoE, more than Kaih's Star Flare. Plus that burn, and if you really have the time to use Burning Corruption, you will get 80% more damage in. And I found out that if you do that, you'll be able to deal 108 damage to all enemies, which is pretty high.
Yeah.
Plus the burning, which takes 15% life from enemies for 3 turns.
Yep.
And if you're gonna say the accuracy, even though it's just 90%, it's 90% on Kaih too. So it doesn't really matter, it's still as much. And the Bulwark trait on Kaih, it's pretty good, but in the fire category, there's Bulwark could be really good against the knife skills, but in the fire category, there aren't really that many monsters that have other knife skills than stun, and Shallinar has stun immunity. So, like Greedy Dragon and Mega Ostium, they can stun other fire monsters. So in the fire category, it's better to have a stun immunity than just a 50% chance to not landing the stun, because so many monsters in the fire category can stun.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as fire monsters, I'd agree. But then in the context of an actual gameplay, the fire monster is typically the attacker, so you need to worry about immobilizing from some other element. But, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I don't know if there's much to argue about special skill. It's just Kaih just has a 5 damage higher.
Yeah. Burning,
Much to
yeah.
argue.
Yeah. Any closing remark you want to say about why Shalli is better?
I really prepared for debating to someone, so I didn't get to say what I hoped for, but it's okay.
That's all right.
It was everything I had to say.
All right. Thanks for being on.
Yep. Bye.
Later. All right. So we have 2 votes for Shallinar and 1 vote for Kaih the Eradicator. Next up, we're gonna have 2 people debating. Let's see what they have to say about which monster is better. Give me 1 second. All right, move you there, and Mutant, you're on live.
Hi.
Hello. Let me bring on 1 more person. Dr. Dova, you're on live.
Okay.
Yes, I know.
All right, you guys debate.
Do you want to go first, Mutant, or do you need to sort some things out?
You can go first.
Okay, so my reasons for why Shallinar are better, most of them have already been said, so I want to bring up a few other points to why I think Shallinar is better. One, the cooldowns on Kaih's skills are kind of long. Like her 75 damage single hit has a 2-turn cooldown, which isn't really all that good because attackers are supposed to have some great damage skills and like little cooldown to be required.
That's all?
You know, wait, also, the trait Bulwark is nice and all. 50% less chance of having status effects on your monster, but you're not 100% immune to anything. Like freeze, possession, stun, those sorts of things. And also another thing is, Shallinar is much easier to get than Kaih the Eradicator. Any free-to-play player can get Shallinar not that easy, but like without having to pay money. While with Kaih the Eradicator being a VIP monster, you have to spend some money, and some people aren't willing to do that. So with Shallinar, waiting it to load. It's loading. Hold on. There we go. She can use Burning Corruption, which gives sticky lava, which does 80% damage from fire attacks.
Okay.
With Flame Piercer, which is a 60 damage single hit and has a 0 cooldown to do more damage than Kaih the Eradicator's 75 damage special hit with a 2-turn cooldown. And you can also combine this with Inner Fire to do even more damage and just decimate everyone. You can also use it with Firestorm. Just burning Corruption is really nice, and it also gives burning as well. So if you don't completely finish off the enemies, well then they lose 15% of their life for the next 3 turns, which is pretty good. It's really nice.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, go for it, Mutant.
So first of all, the second highest power I believe he has And
I think it's
also,
third. It's third. It's
Really?
Raynor, Lucifer, who have, and then he's tied with one of the Lucifers. But still,
okay,
I mean, it's still incredibly high.
yep. Plus, his trait is a lot better than Shallinar's. He can get hit by everything, but you know, it's a very low chance. And another thing, 65 damage special skill, a 75 damage special skill, a 50 damage AoE, his own status effect. That's incredible. He's like the best VIP in my opinion. Plus, Shallinar has to do a lot of setting up. If she's facing fire monsters, first she has to do burning corruption, then inner fire, then like if you run low on stamina, or you might get killed by the time you're about to do your skill. So with Kaih, it's a lot easier. Just like wipe out one monster.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
I just also want to point out something else. Kaih the Eradicator doesn't have the best of speeds. Almost at 3,400, which is still pretty nice, but it's not as good as Shallinar's speed. So
But-
basically, Shallinar could potentially go before like a deny monster,
How?
potentially using any speed runs.
But attackers-
Would you give 3 speeds to Shallinar though?
No,
Okay.
something I'm on the phone about. No.
Plus, attackers do not need to be fast. They're just there to do a lot of damage.
I do want to ask this question to both of you. Who do you think can deal the most damage in one turn? Shallinar or Kaih the Eradicator?
Kaih, for me.
Is it because of the 75 damage?
Yeah. Plus the power. Plus if you put on a couple of high strength runes. Plus he has AoE 50 damage. So if you're not facing a fire monster, you can do a loads of damage. Even wipe out the whole team.
What about the fact that Shallinar can self-buff double damage, so then she can do Firestorm, which would be 60 fire-based damage plus burning, or Flaming Tackle against a fire monster, which would be 90 damage plus the chance to burn.
Yeah, but she needs to set, if she wants to wipe out the enemy monster, she has to set up with, if there are fire monsters, she has to set up with burning corruption.
Well, what about Kaih?
If she wants,
If there's fire monsters,
well, he could just one hit kill it.
can't Shallinar do that too?
Yeah, but she has to use more turns.
It's just
In order
it's
to-
just inner fire though.
Yeah, you could potentially just use inner fire and
Like-
just leave out burning corruption.
I don't even run burning corruption on one of my Shallinars because it's just a waste of a turn to set up when she can just single kill.
Especially if you haven't had strong enough strength runes.
She used to be good, but now, like, I think Darmith's bodyguard is a lot better because then you can just buff him and then he applies the fire weakness and then does the damage afterwards, so it's like goes a lot quicker.
It is 70. It's like 72 AoE. It's crazy.
Yeah, so he's a supporter, but you'll probably run him as an attacker because of that.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna give you guys one last statement, and then I want to bring on more people. So, give me your best conclusion for why you think the monster is the best.
I have nothing else to say. I said everything.
All right. What about you, Dova?
I'd say why Shallinar is better is just because her inner fire gives her double damage and an extra turn, so she can she can basically just do two things in one turn, essentially, dealing more damage than Kaih the Eradicator could potentially do.
All right, thank you both for being on.
You're
Thanks.
welcome.
Later.
Later. All right, so now that brings up 3 votes for Shallinar, 2 votes for Kaih the Eradicator. I think next I'm bringing up a Kaih the Eradicator fan, so that'll even up the score. And once again, we are getting close to the stream ending because there's not enough people online. So if you want this stream to continue, if you want to be a part of the conversation and give your thoughts to everyone watching, make sure to join the Discord. Hello? Alright. Let's just bring on Ruby. Ruby, you're on live.
Hello, hello. I mean,
That's-
hi.
Hi.
So, yeah, again, another really hard comparison series, but I'm pretty excited. I just want to let you know, midway through, I did change my mind. I really was partial to Kaih, and I joined the Shallinar's better team. So I have no idea what anyone else said, but
I'm curious to know why you changed midway.
why? Well, Kaih's a VIP, and you know, you just see him all the time on defense, and you know, he's amazing, but he's also paired up with combos. And as you're going through, as I was going through, even though Shallinar has a lower life stat and a worse trait, she can stand alone, and her combo buffs can stack, but I'll get to that in a second. So yeah, am I in here just by myself? I'm not debating with anyone?
There's no one to debate.
No.
I can debate you, but I'm kind of
no, I don't want to take you on.
I'm on
Okay.
Shallinar's side too.
Are you? Great.
Yeah. So give me your
So-
thoughts, and then I'll give you my
Yeah.
thoughts and see if anyone else joins.
Sure. So I'm sure everyone's mentioned Kaih has Bulwark, which is amazing. He's also a lot more versatile because he's in 3 books. He's in Underworld, Evil, and Exclusive, which is probably why I see him so much on defense. Shallinar's only immune to stun, which is good if you're in the earth element. I mean, I kind of wish she had something else going for her there up against, you know, fire elements or really anything else. She's gonna be easy to deny. That was her like one downfall I had.
Yeah.
And she's only in the female book, so both are in fire element, right? So, but yeah, so Bulwark's definitely the best trait to have. Maybe aside from Artifact or Abomination, but that's kind of up for debate. I don't know if Bulwark would be better than Abomination, but it's debatable for sure.
What's Abomination? Is it just Possession, Nightmares, Bleed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
better. Bulwark, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have those oddities like the Corruption, the Hacking, the Mega Stun.
The
So-
freeze.
Yeah, the stop time, all those stuff. So I think that's
Yeah.
better.
Okay. And then their life stats. Kaih has one of the highest life stats in the fire element, 29.255. That's huge. It's like in the top 10 of all fire elements, I think. Where Shallinar's, she's kind of weakling in the middle there. It's like 747. She's like tied with General Dartmouth on. She's got like an average life. But since both are attackers, I really don't want to focus on that too much. I really just want to think about speed and strength, since that's what they're designed to do. So, I don't know. Shally's got Shally. Can I call her Shally for
Go
the
for it.
purpose of this stream?
Yeah.
So Shally's got a base speed at 100 of 3.465, which puts her tied for second fastest in the fire element with Lucy and Dartmouth, which is awesome because with her being an attacker and her having that +1 skill, she really needs to be fast because she's not that strong. So like you have to run 2 strength runes on her. If you ran 2 speed on her, if she was any slower, she'd be useless. But so she's got a great speed for her design. And she actually was the fastest until Dharma's Bodyguard came out. Do you like Dharma's Bodyguard? Side note.
Yeah, just because of the AoE is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so now he's the fastest fire monster. What's Kaih? He's 3.399 average speed. Yeah. Yes, but anyway, these guys are attackers, so I really don't want to focus too much on that. They're probably going to go second, in war, but Shallinar has the option to go first if you rune her right and attack the right enemies. Whereas Kaih, he's always going to go second, so you're always going to run 2 strength on him. So let's see. Kaih's damage base speed is 3.663 versus like a 3.432 on Shalli. The buff definitely makes her hit harder, and I think that's the biggest argument for her being a better attacker is that she's got the +1 plus double damage, which is true. I mean, it's hard to compare these two with the damage that they can do when you don't know the combos that they're running. But for all intents and purposes, I can only compare what they have equipped for this comparison series. I can't imagine he would be paired up with a Samira Demise and Kaih would get double damage, so that's unfortunate. But so Shalli at level 100 and unruned, using her strongest single enemy attack, right? So she's doing double damage. She can deal like 17.2k to an enemy. It's still not enough to take him out, but again, runed properly, she could probably one-hit kill the enemy if she goes first with the right runes. And Kaih, let's say he has the same buff from another monster, which is what you typically would do, he can deal 23k on his own. So it's just depending, like, are we comparing them standalone or in a combo? I'm not sure. But she has that AoE that deals no damage, which is great, but also AoEs are 90% accuracy. 10% chance to miss is a lot. While I think it's a great skill, I just don't think it's viable for her to use like first or second. But yeah, so I don't know. Her other AoE, what is that? A 30%?
30 damage.
30 damage.
30 damage adds burning.
Adds burning. Yeah, so that one can deal like 8.649 damage to all enemies and applies burning, which is great. So she definitely has her self buff, and as far as damage goes, her AoEs and her DOTs really make her usable because she can one-hit kill the enemy as well. So that's kind of where, Shallinar took it for me, because she's really a standalone attacker and really versatile with her DOTs and ability to one-hit kill. So I definitely like her for that. While Kaih does deal one of the highest stats power-wise, he can deal like 11.5k, 9.2k damage on those single enemy attacks. He can't really stand alone, so he's got to be paired up with someone, and you kind of have to play it right. So that's why I started out with Kaih, because of his bulwark trait and his high damage and high life skill. High life stat. I think Kaih is really great on defense, and I think he would just sit there. I think he would intimidate a lot of players, and he's great on defense. But Shallinar for offense is really the better than Kaih. So that's why I'm going for Shalli. Being able to stack her buffs, like you pair up with a Darmith or anyone else that can put down a buff, and then she buffs herself, and she can lay down some serious DOTs. I love the idea of stacking buffs with Shalli. Can't really do that on Kaih. So that's why my vote goes for her. That's it.
All right, that sounds good. I think you pretty much said what I would have said. In terms of like standalone, Shalli just deals more damage. That's undisputable.
Yeah.
Even against a fire monster, you just run a flaming tackle, and that's 90 damage special based with the potential to burn. If Kaih's on defense, I don't think he stands a chance unless he has a life rune.
Could you imagine running Shallinar with like a Darmus bodyguard?
That would be insane.
I know. Yeah, I really enjoyed this comparison series. It's always really hard because both are really great monsters. Both are worth having. It's hard to say one's better than the other. But I have to give the light to someone, right? So put Kaih on defense and Shallinar on offense.
Yeah, I think I would agree. Exactly.
What runes would you run though?
For Shelly,
Both.
if I don't have a level 10, I think Shallinar needs 2 strength and a speed. If I do have a 10, I think she can get away with that single 10. Because you said she deals, what, 17k with no runes, right?
Yeah.
So you add a 10, that's like over 34. That kills any fire monster, yeah.
Yeah. So you could run 2 speed on her.
Yeah, and then as for Orcha's speed, team speed, and then strength.
There you go.
For Kaih, for offense, it'd have to be 2 strength, 1 speed, I think. And for defense,
yeah.
I'd probably do strength, life,
Rainbow
speed.
rune?
Yeah. I just feel like because Shallinar exists. No.
Yeah. I don't know. He's got a really high life stat. What would that extra health do other than make him tanky and sit there and not deal
well, I mean,
damage?
Shallinar can kill him without if he's not running a life, so I think he needs the life.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
agreed.
Anticipate who's the main opponent. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Cool. Is there anyone else waiting to get on?
Yes, I'm gonna bring them on because they are Kaih fans, so I want to hear what they have to say.
Okay. Thanks,
Right.
Armor.
Thanks, Ruby.
Bye.
Later. Alright, so another Shallinar vote, and you guys already know I'm also on Team Shallinar, so if you're Team Kaih, sorry, I'm Team Shallinar, but we get to hear from some Kaih fans. So give me 1 second. Should I bring them both on? Oh no, there's only one person. Alright, give me 1 second, everyone. Zuna, you're on. Hello? Hello? You are on live right now. This very second. I will bring you back later. We'll try Nurik. Hello? Nurik?
Hey,
Hey, you're on live.
what's up?
How's it going?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's alright. I'm gonna be a Kaih fan. I have both monsters, so this time I can actually give my honest opinion because I played with both. I had Shallinar first, and then I got myself my Kaih. So in my opinion, Kaih is strictly better. I had experience with both. Yes, Shallinar is good, but in my opinion, first and foremost, the trait wins by a lot because of the bulwark, and also his amazing stats and skills. For both of them, I use like 2 strength, 1 speed, but I usually just I use him for defense and offense, and on both I can say that Kaih excels at both. He's 75 damage skill and the 50 damage AoE, and on top of that, if I'm facing on fire monster, I can give them ignition, which no fire monster is immune to. And they can basically chip away during 2 turns 40% of their health, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So I think Kaih wins in that one. Although what I can give Shallinar the plus, which she is, I think Kaih, since he's a VIP, is on another league. But Shallinar, in my opinion, if excluding Kaih, is the best fire monster because she has an amazing skill that buffs her attack, like double damage. It's basically anti-possession and gives yourself double damage. It's amazing, and you get an extra turn, which is already just what else can you ask for?
Yeah, I'm really glad you brought up the anti-possession because this makes her usable in certain Dark Wars, in Magic Wars, in Earth. She's already immune to stun. If she's facing Baba Yaga, doesn't matter. Can't do anything to her.
Yeah, because Bulwark is amazing, I know, and that's why I'm choosing Kaih after all, but I know that he has its limits, and you can still be affected by possession, by everything that Shallinar can't, by stun, and possession is really irrelevant if you're on attack. If you're on defense, it depends on the AI, but that's another story. I wouldn't put Shallinar on defense. That's an example. I would put Kaih on defense.
Yeah.
And on offense either. They're both great monsters. If you're a paying user, he's one of the best VIPs in my opinion. But if like you're a free user, go for Shallinar. She's one of the best, if not the best fire monsters in my opinion.
Alright, yeah, I think I would have to agree with that, yeah. If you spend the money for Kaih, you might as well use him. You know, he has Bulwark even in offense that could help you out if maybe you're going up against someone who's can freeze and they're faster than you. Kaih has the chance to ignore it and then maybe you can just kill them on the next turn.
Yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff. Any last thing you want to say or you're good?
No, I'm good. It was good having
Alright.
you having me.
Thanks so much for being on.
Thank you.
Alright, so luckily he came on and we were able to extend this stream a little longer. Normally the streams are about an hour long, so hey, I'm still here. If you guys want to join the Discord, if you want to give your thoughts, I am totally down for it. So come on, join. Let's see if Zunai is here. Let me message him. Or is anyone else? Because I'm gonna hear my keyboard. Alright. Zuna, you are on live.
Hello?
Hey, you're on. You're a Kaih fan too, right?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? 'Cause I can hear you. Everyone can hear you right now. Technical difficulties, everyone.
Can anybody?
People can hear you. Here, let me raise your volume a bit. Go ahead and speak, and then I think the chat will let us know. I won't interrupt, just go ahead and give me your thoughts, pretend you're talking to me, and yeah. Oh, you can't hear me, duh. What am I doing?
What's going on? I can't hear you.
Alright, let's see if this works.
Okay. I would like to vote for Kaih because, like, I would say that they're both great monsters, both for defense and offense. But I like Kaih more because of his ability to. She's got like quite a lot of health for a fire monster. So if he can survive, like an AOE that burns. And he can do his Desolation Strike and just kill an enemy instantly. That is really, really great, and I've done it very often. And on defense, the Bulwark trait is just crazy. Like I have decided not to attack a base because of the general trait and the Bulwark trait. Because that is more than 1/3 of the time that you're gonna miss your effect. Which, like that one time you miss your freeze or something like that, and then they just attack back and destroy you. It is frustrating. Also, his Sunfire is really good as it, like if your Staff Flare, your 50 damage AoE, doesn't kill 2 monsters on the enemy team, like let's say there were a rare monster with a team speed, Sunfire usually does kill it. So you would kill the rare and damage the other monsters. But if Starflare kills 2 or more, I would just do that. When I built him, I did Eradicator Blade, which I think is a mistake. I think Destruction Strike is a lot better because of its special damage. But, like, say you are attacking a base that has Shallinar on defense, where you're using Kaih on offense, you risk that the Shallinar does enough fire and Flame Piercer, and it may kill you, but I don't think so, because it's still just 60 damage. Like double damage and then halving it back again is 60 damage. So that's where the Destruction Strike and Desolation Strike are really good, because he can then answer back and kill her because of his single target special attack. And that's just why I think that he's better. Purely because he's got 2 single target special attacks, while Shallinar has Flaming Tackle, which is fine, but I still prefer the double special attack. I don't have much else to say.
Alright, I know you can't hear me, but I'm typing it out right now. Thank you for giving me your thoughts. You don't have any more to say, so yeah, just thank you. We still tried. He couldn't hear me, but we still tried. I did want to ask him some questions, especially when he said that he doesn't attack bases that have Bulwark just because you really can't mobilize it. So I think that goes to what was said earlier, that on defense, I think Kaih easily takes it. Whereas with Shallinar, she can still be possessed, although there's that chance the AI maybe does the extra turn skill, but you can still freeze her, you can still do other sorts of negating effects, you can still blind daze, all that stuff, right? With Kaih the Eradicator, it may or may not land. You have Bulwark, 50% of the time it won't land. So that's why he's better for defense. Offense though, Shallinar she's so powerful. And since there's no one on, the stream will be ending, so I will give you guys my thoughts, which I think it already has been said before why Shallinar is better. But I'll just say everything over again, and we will check out the poll. So if you haven't voted, there is a link in the description to straw poll. And if you want to vote for Kaih, vote for Kaih. If you want to vote for Shallinar, vote for Shallinar. Anyways, let's just go down the line again. Kaih has a better power, Kaih has a better life, and Shallinar has a better speed. As for traits, I would say Kaih has a better trait. Shallinar, however, she is immune to stun, so that's guaranteed. And because of her extra turn skill, she is also immune to possession, and corruption, and hacked, and anything like that of the sort. So in terms of damage output, the monster, even though she has a lower power by what, like 200 points? 663, yeah, 230 points, even 231 points lower, because she can give herself double damage. Flaming Tackle is essentially 90 special based. The best Kaih the Eradicator can do is 75. And Flaming Tackle has no cooldown, so you can do this on the next turn if you needed to. It also has a chance to apply Burning. That's amazing. Flame Piercer would be 120 to a fire based monster, also no cooldown. So even Shallinar against a monster that has cooldowns activated, that doesn't bother her. So she's not bothered by possession, not bothered by stun, not bothered by cooldowns activated. That's incredible, right? She may not have Bulwark, but she's still pretty god on her own because of her skills and her trait. What else? Yeah, I already mentioned Burning Corruption is something everyone mentioned a lot. While I do understand it, while I do like it, I also dislike it just because I don't like setup anymore. On turn 1, you need your deny monster to deny. And then when in Shallinar's turn, you need to set up Burning Corruption. And then your third monster does something, then the enemy monsters do stuff, and then your deny monster needs to be able to deny again, or at least single deny. I just don't like it. I'd prefer to just do Inner Fire and then single kill, either with Flame Piercer or Flaming Tackle. So that's actually what I run on my main Shallinar. Inner Fire, Firestorm, Flame Piercer, Flaming Tackle. I do whatever is necessary. I don't even run Burning Corruption. But yeah, in terms of offense, Shallinar she deals more damage, whether it's the Firestorm that beats Kaih the Eradicator Star Flare, whether it's the single Flame Piercer, this is 120, this is 90, it's just insane. The thing Kaih does have going for him, besides Bulwark, is that he can apply Ignition, which no monster besides the artifact monsters are immune to. So that's what I really love about Kaih. And with both monsters, you can utilize that thing where when a monster dies with a DOT, the next monster in the turn order is skipped. You know, with Shallinar, you can damage a monster enough to where Flame Tackle doesn't kill them, but the Burning will kill them. With Kaih the Eradicator, you can do it with Eradicator Blade. 55 damage, applies Ignition. You can do it with, probably not, oh, Annihilator Blade. I don't know if you would actually run that, even though it is a cooldown. So yeah, you could do it with Eradicator Blade. So both monsters are cool. Kaih for defense, that would be my vote. Shallinar for offense would be my vote. And overall, even though Kaih is better on defense and he's also good on offense, I believe that I have to say Shallinar takes it. That's my personal opinion. Team Shallinar, everyone. That is what I think. If you disagree with me, that's fine. You guys heard everyone else give their thoughts, and now let's bring up the straw poll and see what the overall consensus is. And wow, this is actually very interesting. I love how the live stream is always very different from the straw poll. Let me bring this up so everyone can see why I'm so shocked. Let me refresh it. Kaih the Eradicator. Oh man, a while ago it was like 13-3. This is better. Kaih the Eradicator is at 20 votes. He has 63% of the votes. Shallinar is at 12. Let me go ahead and cast my vote just to give Shallinar a little competitive edge. I am not a robot. Click votes. Click votes. I guess I am a robot. Why isn't my vote counting? Results? No, my vote didn't count. Yeah, Kaih is still at 20. Why didn't my vote count? It did. Your vote has been counted. There we go. So, Kaih the Eradicator 20, Shallinar 13. So, according to the straw poll, Kaih is better. According to the live stream, well then again, we did have 2 people go for Kaih at the end. It is what it is, guys. I want to thank you all for being a part of the live stream. Thank you all, whether you were a part yesterday or just today or both days. It means so much to me that you're willing to come on live and talk to people on the live stream, giving your thoughts on who you think is better. Hopefully this helps someone out decide who to purchase. And if it doesn't, maybe it just makes you more confused. I don't know. Typically, we really can't decide. Sometimes it's really hard for these live streams. But yeah, once again, thank you all. Make sure to join the Discord. I gotta keep saying that. It is a lot of fun. There's times when people will just be on the general chat for like hours and hours and hours. I'm not kidding you. Yesterday, people were on for like 6 hours after the live stream ended. It was insane. So be a part of the fun. Be a part of the insanity. There's a link in the description. Join the Discord. With that being said, I'm Armor Gaming. Thank you all for watching. And like always, remember to dream big and pursue your passions.